My name's Alan Bartlett. I'm the butcher of the operation. The business we're standing in was started by my grandfather, so I'm the third generation to run the shop. And I have been dealing with James, and our association's been for many years.
I'm James Golding. I'm the chef director of the Pig Hotels. Basically, when I came back from the States, I found that there was a severe lack of British charcuterie using local pigs and local smallholders. So my idea was to speak to Alan about possibly him producing local charcuterie using the recipes that I collected on my travels around Europe as well as the States. To which point Alan agreed.
We're very keen on the husbandry of the pork that we're cutting. That's important to us, and the fact that the pigs don't have to travel too far to abattoir. That improves the quality of the finished product.
Yeah.
So that's important to us as well. For these various reasons, this is why we want to keep it all local.
From a chef's point of view, New Forest Marque helps people like me and Alan who want to find these local producers and want to be able to show off what we do on a local level.
It gives us an identity, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And New Forest Marque are fantastic in the way that they support the local producers. Sarah, Hunt and Jenna, they're always at the end of the phone. They're ready to help you out with any sort of local producers you want to find. And we love New Forest Marque.
I'm Claire Lee. I run Spice and Easy. I make a range of chutneys using locally sourced raw ingredients wherever possible and flavoured with herbs and spices from around the world. I started at home when my children went to school and it fitted around the family and what they needed, and it was just a bit of a hobby really, and from there it's grown. 10 years down the line, I'm in my own little unit. I supply farm shops and delis around the New Forest, Hampshire, Wiltshire, Dorset and the Isle of Wight. Well, the New Forest Marque is a way for the buying public to identify locally grown and locally sourced food from within the New Forest area. It's taken a long time for people to get used to the fact that they can source local food in this way, but it's really starting to take off now. Well, I joined the Marque because I was really keen to work with local producers. I really wanted to show that we could grow lovely food in this country that wasn't necessarily the more expected, so I wanted to put an unusual twist on local produce.
I'm Rachel from Rosalie Bakery. We are a tea room and bakery based in the Park, the New Forest. We specialise in producing local baked goods and lunches, afternoon teas and breakfast using as many locally sourced New Forest products as we can. We joined the New Forest Marque before we actually opened the tea room, when we were just a catering company, and the support the Marque have given us has really helped us move the business along. It's a really close-knit team of producers that always offer advice and support, and it also gives a window to be able to find locally sourced jams, chutneys, cheeses, flour, etc. We use as many Marque producers as we can. We use the Real Jam and Chutney Company, Hampshire Chutney Company, Lyburn Cheese, Lee's Hanger Cheeses, Clayton's Eggs, so we use as many as we can.
My name's Rob Dyer. Treat was the name given to the company by my brother Pat, who did all the graphic design. It was set up to try and take the wood from the local area, wood that would otherwise have been thrown away, and try and mill it and turn it into planks, and then turn those planks into furniture and other things that could be sold. The Marque was really good for me, mainly because Sarah, who was in charge of it, is very good at networking. Sarah put me in touch with the Water Splash Cafe in Brockenhurst. They were then in the process of doing up the cafe and used me for a lot of their furniture, and because of that cafe then lots of other people saw my stuff, which then led to more orders. So I sort of think I can say that if it hadn't been for that, I think I would have probably stopped working with wood a long time ago.
My name is James Golding. I'm the chef director of the Pig Group of hotels, both here and on the south coast. We source all of our produce from within a 25-mile radius. What we can't find from within that radius we actually make here on the property. Provenance is key, you know, and I think you are what you eat, and if you eat things that have been reared and produced with love, then you know you're going to be a much healthier and better person, I think. The new Forest Marque basically aided us to do what we do here. I mean, without the new Forest Marque, our job would have been a lot harder than it was in the beginning. I'm not saying it was easy, but you know, the new Forest Marque, working alongside Sarah and Jenna, it's meant that we're able to have these producers brought to us. By the new Forest Marque providing us with all those new supplies that are cropping up, we're then able to see what they're doing, and we get them onto the menu a lot quicker, which is better for us and better for them.